friendly neighborhood crustaceans swimming over to you. Okay, so but first, yep, I didn't do anything. I didn't do it. No, I didn't do it. No, honestly, I didn't do anything to hurt myself. I didn't fall or anything like that. I'm trying a different camera angle here. And see that is better. Seeing if that does better, do it on the stairwell. Because lighting is actually perfect right here. But anyway, about the arm. I didn't hurt myself. I woke up on Wednesday. I woke up on Wednesday and my arm felt like I had just slept on it funny. So I just stretched it out, did my Tai Chi, just did things real slow and kind of a thing. And it just kind of went, it didn't really hurt, didn't pull, didn't pop, didn't crack, didn't rip, didn't, none of that. So I was just like, okay. Like a floaty head here. Oh well. I need to get a booster. Do you need to get me a box? Do I need to get you a box? Anyway, so I went to so yesterday it was hurting pretty bad and I couldn't put it behind my head and I couldn't put it behind, like, scratch just my bra. So, that's usually a sign that something is injured. Possibly an ACL, not ACL, rotator cuff is torn. I don't know. They did, went to the urgent care yesterday, which sounds like, oh, no, it was just, it's not just like going to the doctor's office if you don't know. So I went there. They looked at it, said, did an x-ray, nothing showed on there. Did an ultrasound because he thought I might have an embolism, which is like a blood clot. And I didn't have that, so that was good. And so he told me to take some steroids because he thinks it's just really bad inflamed, and take some anti-inflammatory medicine, which I'm kind of like, taking that and steroids together is not a good idea. But we'll just, so far we're only on day 2 and we'll see how it does. And if there's a problem, we get to stop the anti-inflammatory medicine and go with steroid. Or stop steroid. Or both. So, hopefully it's nothing. Hopefully it's just my body and me being officially weird. But anyway. So, yesterday was one of those, can I start over? The video would be really long if I told you everything, but the main thing was my mom and I ended up canceling all my stuff because of what happened yesterday, and I went my mom up to her appointment to see a surgeon about, she has some hip problems and they possibly could need surgery. So, the office, just, you know when you walk into some place and it just feels like an assembly plant. But it's not an assembly plant, but it just has this kind of like feeling. And I was just like, okay. And I don't know, when I walked in the building, it just had this real kind of directive command vibe, energy, aura, whatever you want to call it. And so I was just kind of like looking around and stuff, and she got all registered in, and you know, it seemed like you were registering in to go see the president or something. I go, oh, what's your address? What's your phone number? What's your IQ? What's your social? What's your finger size? What's your toe size? I was just like, really? You gotta ask all these questions? So, so then when we get in to see the doctor, they did an x-ray of her hip, and she's in the hospital gown, and sitting down at the table, and the doctor comes in, and he doesn't knock, he doesn't say, hey, I'm Dr. So-and-so, I'm Dr. John Doe, I'll say that way, he goes, I'm Dr. John Doe, and didn't do that, just pulled the door open like that, walked in, tried to adjust her on the table, and he's hurting her while he's, not like broke anything, but he's pushing hard, pressing hard, and pushing her on the table in the direction he wanted to give her this injection. And I'm like, wait a minute, what are you doing? What's going on? And he's like, I'm going to give her an injection. I said, did you ask her? It's her call. I'm going to give her an injection. It's okay. I said, no, it's not okay. You're going to ask her. You're going to talk to her. You're going to see what she wants to do. Then he started getting, why are you act? And I was like, she may not need this injection. You have to talk to her. Why you asking? Are you challenging doctor? Why you saying doctor don't know what he's talking about? It's very rude. Da, 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 da. I ain't gone to school all this time. I've been doing this for all these years. I don't give a rat's butt with poop on it. Yeah, that's serious. I don't care. She's my mom, and that's her body, and she's going to dictate what happens to her. Not you. Not you. And he was like, and I was like, I started talking, I know a little bit of Arabic, and I was like, Wallah, you're not going to treat her like she's your mom. You're not treating her like she's your mom. Haram. And he looked at me like, and then she said, I want to know where you're going to put it. I want to know how you're going to do it. I have to ask questions. I have to understand what's happening to my body. So he's like, okay, well, if you want to sit here and sit all day and talk all day and not get anything done, okay. And I'm like, you know, there's a certain finger that I want to show you right about now. I mean, I was about ready to get up and get in between him because he was just pushing her up against the wall to give her this injection. And I'm like, bro, nah, man, cool the bats, cool the jets, man. So then he comes in with a little model and he shows her whatever, and then he got all butt hurt and wouldn't give her the injection when she probably could have used it. That wasn't my point. That wasn't her point. Her point was, you be a doctor, not a deity. You don't come in and just, God doesn't even do that. God doesn't even do that. You know, you have to be a gentleman, doctor. You have to be a gentle man. Gentleman. And this guy was not. And my mom asked me not to use his name, and I'm not going to use his name. But he lost her business. And her insurance that she pays for is paying his bill, or going to pay the bill. So she's paying him to help her. She doesn't choose him to help her. You don't know. So he probably lost her business, and my business, and my dad's business, and my brother's business, and anybody else that specifically knows this doctor, a close family member, know who he is. So yeah, my message is to doctors out there, my point is to doctors out there, you know, treat your patients. They are not a number. They are people, and they have a problem, and you need to sit down, and they may not even understand what their problem is. They may not even understand how it works, what's going on. You treat them like how you would want to be treated. Treat them like they're your family. Don't do this. This isn't, you know, we are not cattle. We are not number 12. We are people. So, thanks guys. I appreciate you watching. Trying to get videos out as much as I can. Hopefully get this one out today. But yeah, thanks for watching. See you next time.